My opinion piece for this week: pets before family. Ladies and gentlemen, it may be a really good idea, if you haven't started with family yet, to have pets first instead of kids. It's like this. If you can't handle the responsibilities of taking care of an animal, then you're going to be in for a big, huge surprise when you start having kids. I think the biggest problem I've seen with someone, whether they have a child or pet, is the fact that the person or couple doesn't realize that their life is no longer their own. It's bad enough when you get married. When you get married, what is hers, and what is yours is hers too. But when you have a child, the man gets disowned and the wife, mother, changes her focus from couple thought process to nothing matters but the child. Now, of course, I'm over-dramatizing, but not really. Whether a pet or child, the time it takes from your personal time is tremendous and the responsibilities are increased. Add to all that the increase of expenses that it takes to support and take care of the pet or child. Many times it forces parents or pet owner to get a second job, which adds even more stress to the family home life, not to mention your personal time. I've seen people who wish to have these things, yet try to live as though they were still single and free. All that does is cause disappointment and strife. Disappointment to the child or pet because they know that they're just there, and strife because of the arguments that are sure to erupt due to the unstable lifestyle. Having a pet or child is not a feather in your cap. It's not an item on your bucket list. It's a lifelong responsibility and commitment. Even when the child leaves the nest, the strings of parenthood are still there. At least with a pet, the lifespan isn't as long, or an adoption to someone else more ready for the responsibility is easy to do as compared to adopting a child. But if you feel this pressing need, then get a pet. The acts of neglect to a child stays with a child usually forever and many times is carried on to the next generation. Having children is the ultimate blessing on this earth. You will live forever through your offspring. So if who you are is going to live on for a long time, take the time now to make sure that your seed is nurtured, raised properly, and raised with an excessive amount of love. Pet and child alike will love you for it, and so will the people they interact with. Now I'm going to brag on my kids. I'm going to brag and say that no one ever took a deep sigh when they were asked to babysit my kids. Now when it came to my pet, there may have been a little hesitation because I own a very large Doberman Pinscher. So take it from me, a man with a little experience raising kids and or pets. Be ready. Love them, give them your time, and be a good examples for them to follow. Trey, let's take it out with a break. And when we come back, we'll have attorney extraordinaire Benton Ross Watson, and we're going to be talking about due justice and why it's necessary for everybody.